We're here live on Piranha Vision post-game. Piranha finally returned home victorious over the visiting Philadelphia Phoenix by a score of 35-7. We're here with the WellSpan Orthopedics post-game report, talking to Ron Kerr, head coach of the Central Penn Piranha. Ron, we'll start with the obvious. How good does it feel to be home finally and in 6 weeks?
It feels great to be home. I almost forgot what it looked like. You know, I walk out here, had to look around a little bit, and it felt like I was at an away game because it didn't look familiar to me. But it was great to be home. It was great to get a win at home again.
And the win tonight was against a very, very tough and pretty good team from the Philadelphia Phoenix. They could easily be 6-1 right now. They played you guys tough tonight. What do you think was the key for the Piranha's success tonight?
We stayed together. They were very aggressive on defense. They're a very good football team. It's a mixture of a few teams that folded last year or quit or whatever they did. I don't know what they did. They came together under a new name. They got a great owner. They're doing things the right way, and they're going to be something to see in the next few years. And I'm happy to be going away tonight with a win. I mean, it could have been easy after we played that really good game in Southern Virginia last week. This could have been that game after the big game. We could have had a major letdown. We stayed focused. We were light again tonight. We had some people that couldn't make it, but we pulled through. We had some guys playing a little out of position, and they did all right.
He wasn't really playing out of position, but that's a nice segue. We'll just go right into one of the standouts, and every week there's a lot of standouts, but we'll go to the one that comes to mind tonight, and that's Hassan Brockman, wide receiver, kick returner, and tonight, and I believe in the second half, he was inserted at corner.
Yes.
And on defense, he came up with a big interception, and offensively, he had scored a couple touchdowns through the air, over 100 yards receiving, over 50, or at least 50 kick return yards. I guess that's why they call him the weapon. He does it all.
He is the weapon. He's a major part of our organization. He's a great leader, even better young man. I say young man. He's up there pretty good. He's a couple years younger than me, but he just. I don't think he has seen the inside of a gym ever, but he just continues to make plays. He is so athletically gifted. I don't know how a guy, 10 years ago, he got overlooked because he belongs somewhere other than, it's probably at the end of his rope now, but the guy should have been playing at a higher level, really.
Yeah, and Brockman, he's always been a tremendous asset for the Piranha ever since he joined the team. And tonight he was a big impact player. And do you think maybe his success in receiving tonight helped open up, the running game, or maybe other receivers tonight, like Eccles had a nice touchdown tonight?
I think it did. We were just like a step off tonight because we haven't practiced in a while with all the rain that we've had. And the long trips that we've been taking. So we just haven't had a good practice in a few weeks. Hopefully we'll get back on track. So we were a little rusty tonight, even though we played pretty well last week. For some reason, it took us a little bit, and all the credit goes to their defense. They came to play. We got a couple nice passes downfield on them. Got behind ran for the touchdown. Did pretty good, but we got work to do coming into the playoffs. That's for sure.
Well, speaking of work, doesn't get any easier. Probably a couple games left here, waiting to find out if a Wolves game is going to be rescheduled. But if so, you got the next week. You got the Virginia Hornets coming to town.
Yes. Hall
of Fame game, Piranha give back game. Hornets, you went down there, you won somewhat handily, but they are a playoff team. That's going to be a tough game. And then if you do end up playing the Wolves in a couple weeks, that's another tough opponent, and that would lead right into the playoffs. So you want to talk about your tough road coming up?
I told the guys tonight, just before I'm doing this interview, I said the playoff starts right now. We got two teams coming to town that are very formidable opponents. They won some very good games. They're a very good team. We can't sleep on anybody at this point. We're fighting for home field throughout the playoffs. That's our goal. That's our goal every year. But take nothing. You can't take anything away from these teams that are coming. They're coming to win, and we've got to be ready. We've got to be at full force. We've got to have some good practices coming up. Like I said, we haven't practiced well in the last couple weeks. That's going to change this Wednesday night. It's playoff football now. That's how I see it.
Well, the temperatures here in central PA have dropped down into the 50s, and I think last night in the 40s, so I think that goes along with what you're saying. It's football weather. It's winning time. It's time for the Piranha to put the pedal to the metal and just head toward a championship.
That's what we're looking for. This is my 5th year as a head coach. And I've let the organization down. I feel. I know other people say, oh, it's not all you. Well, when you win, the players win. When you lose, the coaches lose. And I lost the last couple of years. I need to win a championship. I need to bring a championship back to the Central Pennsylvania Piranha and where it belongs. And that's my goal every year. And I'm focused.
I think you've done a great job surrounding yourself with coaches and players and a great staff this year. So best of luck to you next week. Hall of Fame game next week.
Yes.
Piranha Give Back game next Sunday against the Hornets. Best of luck with that. And the game's coming up because, like you said, it's playoff time.
Playoff time.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank you.